Lifetime right now coming up on 6:05 on your Sunday. Thousands of athletes getting ready for the Lifetime Chicago Half Marathon and 5K. The big race getting underway in less than an hour, starting and ending at Jackson Park. And we are joined now by Allison Humbert-Wilkinson, the Associate Marketing Director for Lifetime Athletic Events. Thank you so much for getting up early with us. You've got thousands of athletes, right, from across the U.S. and the world running today. Many of them running for the first time. Allison?
Yes, we're here at Jackson Park for the 27th annual Lifetime Chicago Half Marathon and 5K presented by HOKA. We have almost 10,000 athletes from 49 states and 43 countries joining us. We have 3 events. We have the half marathon, the 5K, and then the kids run. So there's something for everyone out here today, expecting a beautiful day and, of course, a long lakeshore drive.
So a lot of them are actually taking part in this for the very first time. Is that right?
Yes, that's right. Almost half of the athletes are doing this event for the first time. We also have, a third of our field are doing their first ever half marathon. So a very exciting day. We have, we had training plans available for our athletes. So, if you're looking to get out here and do this next year, check out our website, chicagohalfmarathon.com. There's plenty of resources available, so you can get out here next year.
This race course, of course, along our beautiful lakefront, very scenic. Tell us what some of the landmarks are that runners are going to be passing by as they do this today.
Yeah, we're starting here at the Golden Lady in Jackson Park. We'll be heading north on Lakeshore Drive. So beautiful views of the city, kind of a unique vantage point from the south down here. But running by the Museum of Science and Industry, we'll be going all the way north, almost up to Soldier Field, and then heading back south. The Lakeshore Drive will be closed down. So just a beautiful day with beautiful views of Lake Michigan, the skyline. Lots of great spectators will be out here, so we'll have a lot of great energy and excitement.
I love when you say that, the spectators. Where do you think the best spots are for people to come by and cheer everybody on? Check out our website, chicagohalfmarathon.com. We have a page just for spectators if you're wanting to get out here. But really anywhere along the course, anywhere you can get, head to the lake. Anywhere, along the path on Lakeshore Drive will be perfect for viewing and cheering on the athletes. Love it. Allison, thank you so much for joining us, and you've got a great day out there for it. Thank you. Mary Kay, looks comfortable out there where Allison is right now.
Exactly, right. It's
perfect
a little
running weather. You love running too.
I sure do. I think the only thing to watch is that breeze off the lake. Northeast winds at 16 could be gusty as sun comes up and we start to have daylight take shape. So we could have a gusty wind, but otherwise it is a mild start for runners. We're holding at 69 degrees. Winds will be with us straight off the lake today. That's why the beach hazard statement stays up, because the winds will build the high waves for us. So cloudy this morning. Any drizzle chances I think are greatest this morning, because we're hoping for a little bit of sunshine perhaps this afternoon, at least a peak. Come on, because we want to transition to a brighter pattern. 71 in the Loop today. Elmhurst 74, same for you in Wheaton. We'll see about 75 for the high in DuPage, and also for you in Elgin. Bolingbrook 74 for the daytime high, 73 Orland Park, and about 70 degrees in Indiana Dunes. So even though we're getting that push right along the shorelines here of northwest Indiana, it's going to create the high waves, but not significant cooling. You have to remember, after a long summer, the water is still pretty mild. The water temperature is actually 70 degrees. It's springtime when you start to get that lake breeze. It feels dramatically different because the long, cold winter really makes that lake cold. So not feeling like fall today. 73 for our high. Gosh, check out Des Moines, 85, Omaha, 87, even Minneapolis, 84 degrees. This heat is inching in our direction as we kick off the work week. I'll show you the temperature trend coming up. Suzanne?
Thanks, Mary Kay. Starting today, the Earth will have a second moon, but it won't last forever. How you can see it for the next couple of months. Plus, Kyle Hendricks has had quite the run with the Cubs. In our morning sports, Hendricks on what may have been his final start in the Cubs uniform.
Michael Bush.
of my favorite skyline shots of the city right there as we're listening to Bad Moon Rising by Creedence Clearwater Revival. Starting today, the moon will not only be the natural satellite in our sky for about the next 2 months, Earth will have a mini-moon. The mini-moon is actually an asteroid about the size of a school bus. As it whizzes by our planet today, it got trapped in Earth's gravity, and for the next 56 days, the asteroid will orbit Earth before being pulled back into the asteroid belt by the sun's gravity. Unfortunately, it will not be visible to the naked eye, but it can be seen using a large research-grade telescope. I'm going to be running to the Adler Planetarium. I want to see that.
Yes. Stargazers will love that, especially if you have one of those great telescopes, and they sure do. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, we have clouds around for now, maybe a brief sprinkle of rain, and that's focusing on the front half of the day. And as we go through the afternoon, you'll notice cool temperatures lakeside compared to inland. So low 70s in lakeside, 82 in Ottawa for the daytime high. And with those winds off the lake, it's going to build the waves. So we do have that lake shore hazard up through Monday morning, also a small craft advisory for waves that could build up to 10 feet. We've seen that happen this weekend. So while we're in cloudy skies this morning, maybe a little hint of sun before the sun sets. And then tonight we start changing the weather pattern and we really start to clear out the sky as we go through the work week. That'll be nice. Northeast winds now at 16, 69 degrees is our current reading. We have 68 degrees right now for you in Skokie. Schaumburg 67, Calumet City 69, and Midlothian holding in the upper 60s, so it's a very mild start. Temperatures didn't really drop off a whole lot. They've remained steady overnight. Clouds are still filling in from Chicago southward, but there is some clearing here in the northwest suburbs, so we're trying to break this pattern and start to get into more clear skies, and eventually that will happen. I think today is our transition day. This is what's left of Helene, just this circulation, this counterclockwise spin of rain. There's clouds with it reaching all the way up to Chicago, but the rain we were dealing with at this time yesterday is now over Indianapolis. So today this whole system is going to weaken and drift eastward, pulling it away. Notice the clear skies here over parts of Iowa. That clear sky is going to start moving in for us to start the week. So Futurecast shows this change, this transition. We start breaking up that thick cloud cover, and then as we get into Monday, we're going to see more in the way of sun, and we're going to start shifting the winds, so it really starts to warm up. 73, maybe a brief sprinkle this morning, and then for tonight we're going to see partly cloudy skies. 63 for the overnight low. Gosh, on Monday 77 degrees. Tuesday, Wednesday look nice and bright and warm again on Thursday.
Good Sunday morning. I'm Matt Zahn. The Illini's fast start to the season had included a pair of wins over ranked teams, including last Friday night at Nebraska, but last night would clearly be their toughest test of the season, a night game in Happy Valley against number 9 Penn State. The 19th ranked Illini running into a whiteout at Beaver Stadium. Early on, they seemed undaunted by it. Capping off a long opening drive, Luke Altmaier finds Carson Goda all alone for the score. They take a quick 7-0 lead. Penn State, though, responds. Tyler Warren takes the direct snap, leaps into the end zone for the score to tie the game at 7. That would be the score at the half. In the third, Penn State finally grabs their first lead of the night. Nicholas Singleton in from 4 yards out. Penn State up by 7. The Illini certainly had their chances in this game, but just couldn't make it happen offensively. In the fourth, Luke Altmaier throws his first interception of the season. A.J. Harris takes it to the house. It's actually called back because of a block in the back on the return. Wouldn't matter, though, because Illinois just could not stop the Penn State running game. Katron Allen for 5 of his 239 yards on the ground. That puts this one away. Illini hung tough but suffer their first loss of the season, 21-7 the final. 16th ranked Notre Dame facing 15th ranked Louisville. Irish looking to avenge last year's upset loss to the Cardinals, tied at 7 in the first. Riley Leonard finds a wide open Jaden Greathouse, 34 yards for the score. It was 24-17 Notre Dame in the fourth quarter when Leonard hits the screen pass to Jeremiah Love, and he's going to take this one the rest of the way. 32 yards for the score. Notre Dame hangs on late for a 31-24 win. They head into their bye week on a high note, but not satisfied. That was according to their head coach, Marcus Freeman. Well, it's not quite must-win time for the Bears today at Soldier Field, but they could really use a complete, well-played game in all 3 phases, something they have yet to do this year. Much of the blame for that, of course, falling on the offense. Hopefully a healthy-ish Keenan Allen can provide a boost. On Friday, he said his injured heel feels better than it did before the opener, the last time he played. He is expected to play play later today. Caleb Williams coming off easily his best passing yardage game, but he also turned the ball over 3 times against Indy. It's not all that unexpected that a rookie quarterback and a new offense is taking some time to click, but the clock is ticking on trying to figure things out.
Cool thing about football is that everything is a work in progress. We all haven't been together for 2-3 years, and so to get in a live battle with these guys and to go out there and fight with them is really important for, I think, the confidence of all of us to get up after a bad play, go and celebrate with them after a good play. I think those things go a long way.
Well, some history will be made in today's game when Mercedes Lewis takes the field. It'll be his 272nd career game, and that's the most by a tight end in NFL history. Hopefully Lewis and his teammates can block for the run better this week as they face another bad rush defense. The Rams are allowing over 5 yards a carry this season. Whole lot of Kyle Hendricks fans in the house as the professor delivered one last lesson to the Reds in what was likely his final start as a Cub. He was sharp from the jump, along with 2 hits while striking out 2. Still in there in the 8th. This out gives him his longest outing of the season at 7 3/4 innings, and he didn't allow a run. That would be it for Hendricks, who's pulled in the 8th, allowing that Wrigley Field crowd to give him a much-deserved standing ovation. It was still scoreless when he came out, so he doesn't get the win, but the Cubs do, rallying for 3 runs in the bottom of the 8th to take this one 3-0. In what may be Kyle Hendricks' final start with the team.
If I had my choice, I would love to be a Chicago Cub, obviously, but that's so tough. This organization is in such a good spot. We have so many good young arms coming up, and in this game, you got to perform. You got to perform to be in a winning culture, winning atmosphere. So I just didn't do it this year. Didn't have a great year, so there's ramifications for that. And so, could end up somewhere else. I'm obviously going to keep pitching. I just love the game, love baseball.
Hendricks was much better in the second half of the season. White Sox trying not to add to the loss total after breaking the record Friday night. This game was scoreless in the second when Brian Ramos delivers a shot to left. That solo homer gives the White Sox a 1-0 lead. Then in the 8th, Andrew Benintendi, who like Hendricks is at a big second half, crushes his team-leading 20th homer of the season. 2-run shot, tying a career high for home runs in a season. White Sox get the win, 4-0, the final. Also yesterday, Northern Illinois lost to NC State. The Fire and Toronto FC played to a 1-1 draw, and in preseason hockey, the Blackhawks fell to the Blues in overtime. That is a look at your morning sports. Have a great Sunday.
The Big Ten College Football Conference joining the push to boost the nation's blood supply. Together with Abbott Healthcare, it's organizing the We Give Blood Drive. And the school with the largest blood donation, they won $1 million, so it's pretty significant here. The drive coming as the nation faces a critical blood supply shortage. According to the American Red Cross, the national inventory dropped more than 25% in July. It issued a call to action for eligible donors to give blood or platelets. Dr. Jennifer Ashton told CBS Mornings every 2 seconds, someone in the country needs a blood transfusion.
There are a lot of ways to save lives. I always tell people you can learn CPR, you can sign up to be an organ donor, you can give blood multiple times and save multiple lives.
To learn more about the Big Ten We Give Blood Drive and to find a donation center near you, visit big10.org/Abbott. The Brookfield Zoo hosting veterans and Gold Star families later this afternoon. The help they're going to be finding before they're able to see their favorite animals for free. most beautiful stretches there of DuSable Lakeshore Drive. Taking a live look for you this morning on your Sunday. Listening to Viva La Vida by Coldplay. Coming up on CBS News Sunday Morning, Anthony Mason is going to be going on tour with the band. It all starts at 8 o'clock right after our show. Today, the annual Veterans Resource Fair returns to Brookfield Zoo, but this year, Gold Star mothers and the families are also going to be honored. The event taking place from 1:30 to 5 this afternoon at the zoo. The Cook County Department of Veterans Affairs is going to provide military community members a space to connect with veterans service organizations. And after the event, service members will be able to walk the zoo grounds for free. Fall has started, and the Chicago Park District already has plenty of events planned to celebrate the season, and that includes lots of fun things to do to get you ready for Halloween already. It all kicks off today with Harvest Fest at Indian Boundary Park, just one of the pumpkin patches that you're going to find in the parks this season. There's also campfire horror movies in October, and some films are meant for kids while the others are more for adults. Parks will also host monster bashes, encouraging kids to show off their costumes and collect some candy all at the same time. And most of those events are free.
How fun.
Lots of fun, especially the candy. Chocolate.
Exactly. Well, we have a beautiful day for the game, too, because at Soldier Field, maybe a sprinkle if you're tailgating, but I think later as the game wears on, we probably will be rain-free, and I don't expect a shower at all. What we're going to be seeing is a cloud deck that's holding on. May break up, though, to give you a little late-day peaks of sun before the game ends. Northeast winds at 10 to 20 and gusty, so it will be a little breezy at times, so watch for that. But check this out. Our average high is 70 degrees. And as we welcome October, check out what's going on here. Almost 80 degrees on Thursday. In fact, Thursday, we are going to have our warmest day. Some of the models take us into the 80s. I was being a little conservative, going with 78 degrees. And even after that, going into next weekend, it is going to be super mild for us. So this mild trend of weather is going to hold on for a while. Suzanne?
Thanks, Mary Kay. Pope Francis wrapping up a trip to Belgium right now. And in our next half hour, what he's now saying about abusers within the Catholic Church. Plus, be careful where you park. Police say a man is going around to the same spots and slashing tires using a machete.
This is CBS News Chicago.
Right now at 6:30, family and customers remembering the owner of Chicago's oldest steakhouse as a pillar of the community. We're going to hear from his daughter, who promises to keep Gene and Georgetti's going. Cleanup underway from a monster storm. Helene, communities on the coastline hit very hard. Further inland, severe flooding sent creeks and rivers over their banks. Live look outside for you on your Sunday. It is September 29th. I'm Suzanne Lemignot. Thank you for being with us this morning. Meteorologist Mary Kay Kleist right here with a forecast that's better than yesterday.
We're doing some slow improvements here, Suzanne. We have cloud cover that's still holding on to the city, but notice our northwest suburbs starting to break the cloud deck, and we're hoping as the afternoon wears on to get a little bit of sunshine. What's happening, the circulation around the remnants of Helene is starting to weaken finally and starting to drift eastward. So it's going to be taking this cloud shield with it, allowing for some drier air that's across parts of Minnesota and also Iowa. That's going to be building into the picture for us. It's super mild though. We're at 70 at Midway, 69 degrees at O'Hare. Some winds though off the lake will make big waves, 71 downtown, but 81 for the high in Ottawa. So today, a few sprinkles this morning are possible, mainly in the form of drizzle. And then I think later on we might get a hint of sun. Nice and bright. And Suzanne, what a warm start to the work week.
Thanks so much, Mary Kay. This morning we now know a 70-year-old man and a suspect are dead after a police chase through several suburbs ended in Aurora. Friday night, Kendall County Sheriff's officers followed a car believed to be connected to a reported home invasion in Plano. 70-year-old Russell Novak was found dead inside a home. Officers caught up to a suspect in Aurora, and police say he got out of a car and pointed a gun at them. That's when officers shot him. The suspect was taken to a hospital where he died. No officers were hurt. Chicago police trying to find the man who slashed several tires on vehicles with a machete. This happened yesterday morning and two other times in the past week near 47th and Ellis in the Kenwood neighborhood. Police say that he targeted cars that were parked on the street. After slashing the tires, the man ran away. A Chicago family mourning the loss of a patriarch. The owner of Gene and Georgetti's, Chicago's oldest steakhouse, died Thursday at the age of 80. Anthony DePretti became the owner in 1989 after his father-in-law passed away. His father-in-law was Gene, the name behind the famous place. DePretti's daughter, Michelle, is promising to continue her father's legacy and tells us his loss leaves a hole in her heart and the community.
There was a moment where it was suggested by his wonderful medical team that maybe we go in and sort of say our goodbyes. And when I walked in to have my time, I actually realized I didn't have anything pressing because I had had the chance to say all the things. So I just told him that I loved him, and that was it, and that my mom would be okay.
DePretti died after a 15-year battle with pulmonary fibrosis and Parkinson's disease. His funeral is set for Thursday at Assumption Catholic Church. Today marks 37 days until Election Day, and as Wendy Gillette tells us, both presidential campaigns took advantage of a big Saturday for college football while attending games.
Former President Donald Trump stopped by the Georgia-Alabama game in Tuscaloosa, throwing popcorn boxes to the crowd.
I think he's great. I think he's fantastic. I think the country needs him.
President Donald J. Trump!
Earlier, Trump focused on immigration at a rally in Wisconsin, a day after Vice President Kamala Harris visited the southern border.
Kamala Harris can never be forgiven for her erasing our border, and she must never be allowed to become president of the United States.
The Democratic presidential candidate spent her day fundraising in California.
Oh, pleasure to meet you.
Her running mate, Minnesota Governor Tim Walz, met Michigan fans rooting for a win against his home state university. Walz is spending the rest of the weekend preparing for Tuesday's first and only debate against Republican vice presidential candidate J.D. Vance.
I really think the debate will help me learn about both of those candidates a little bit more.
The Ohio senator is also getting ready for the debate following appearances yesterday in Pennsylvania.
We got to fire Kamala Harris and not give her a promotion.
Harris and Walz announced another bus tour launching from Pennsylvania right after the debate. Wendy Gillette, CBS News.
Pennsylvania is also where Trump will hold a campaign rally later today in Erie. Vice presidential debate on Tuesday right here on CBS News Chicago. Vance and Walz will face off at 8 in the evening. And unlike the debate between Trump and Harris, both of their microphones will remain on. But CBS News has reserved the right to mute their microphones. As we keep an eye on your world for you this morning, the Israeli military says it has killed another high-ranking Hezbollah official in an airstrike. And this comes days after Hezbollah leader Hassan Nasrallah was killed. Smoke could be seen rising from the southern suburbs of Lebanon's capital after airstrikes. There has been no immediate comment from Hezbollah, but it did confirm the death of its leader, Hassan Nasrallah, and that it could dramatically reshape conflicts across the Middle East. Many people in the capital city of Beirut seen crowding the streets yesterday, many displaced now from neighborhoods that were pummeled by those airstrikes. Lebanon's health ministry says more than 1,000 people have been killed in Lebanon since the conflict escalated less than 2 weeks ago. At least 100 people have died and dozens still missing because of flooding and landslides in Nepal. Recovery and cleanup efforts are underway as today's weather improves, but police are warning the death toll is expected to rise as more reports come in from villages across the country. Nepal's government announced it was closing schools and colleges for the next 3 days. The Pope now demanding clergy abusers be judged and their bishops should stop covering up their crimes. Pope Francis was wrapping up a visit to Belgium with a mass at the country's main sports stadium. He deviated from his homily to respond to a meeting he held with 17 abuse survivors on Friday, now saying, quote, evil must be brought out into the open. Now, this comes after a Belgian Catholic university denounced the Pope's views after he doubled down on his traditional views on women and abortion.
Engine full power and liftoff.
A SpaceX rocket blasting off from Cape Canaveral, Florida yesterday, and it's eventually bringing the 2 NASA astronauts home. They're currently stranded at the International Space Station. Butch Wilmore and Sonny Williams were only supposed to be in space for a short amount of time, but the Boeing rocket that they flew up on was deemed unsafe to bring them home. If all goes planned, they'll be coming home in February. At least 64 people are now dead and millions are without power after Helene tore through the southeast, and many people were left stranded or homeless as others started the cleanup process. We're now getting a new look at some of the damage in Florida. The city of Treasure Island shared an aerial look at the Sunset Beach area. You can see sand and water coating the streets and the areas in between those buildings. The city says crews have cleared the main road as best as they could. The damage, Joe, is just heartbreaking. Now, this comes as people living in southwestern Mexico needed to evacuate their homes there because of flooding caused by another hurricane. The Pacific coastline was hit by Hurricane John, which didn't begin to dissipate until Friday. The storm brought floods and landslides that left at least 22 people dead. Guerrero was hit the hardest, and its state's governor says people were being rescued by boat, jet skis, and helicopters. Just incredible. It's like that time, that season where all of these different systems are hitting various areas.
Exactly, because we are in the heart of hurricane season. Suzanne, September 10th is the peak of hurricane season, but really it is super active between mid-August and mid-October. And by the way, Helene, these are remnants from Helene still trying to rotate over Kentucky and Tennessee, weakening in time, Helene losing all tropical characteristics. We will also retire the name Helene, so that will never come back on our 6-year list to name a storm in the future because it caused so much death and destruction. So Helene is going to be weakening, moving to the east, cloud shield here in Chicago from it. But again, as that circulation moves away, we will start to clear the sky a little bit, maybe late today, but definitely tomorrow. So we have winds off the lake also because of that circulation, and we're kind of on that northern fringe of it. So that's what's building the dangerous waves at the lakefront. So keep in mind we have a beach hazard hazard statement up through Monday morning. Also a small craft advisory. We'll see those 6 to 10 foot waves creating dangers at the lakefront where you can wash out the path even with some of the higher waves. And the waves are going to be picking up as we reach daylight here coming up in the next 10 minutes or so, because then we'll start to have some instability over the lake. 5 foot waves now across the North Shore as you step off the shoreline there. But otherwise, we are waiting on that sunrise. So it's a mild start. Midway has 70, Aurora 65. Good morning in Kankakee. You have 65 as well. So late today, fingers crossed that we can finally break this cloudy pattern and get a little hint of sunshine going. But a warm up this week. And even though we welcome October, Suzanne, it's not going to feel like it.
Thanks, Mary Kay. You know, in about 20 minutes, the Lifetime Chicago Half Marathon and 5K is going to be getting underway, and thousands of runners will start and end their journey at Jackson Park. And one of them is joining us right now, Mike Thompson. He is a lifetime endurance coach from Kansas City. Thank you so much for being with us. Now, we know the race is coming up soon. Tell us about why you're going to be running along the lakefront this morning.
Well, I'm here. I'm kind of the hype squad. I've got a camera. I'm going to be filming for social media and sending it back to Instagram so we can have a bunch of people with FOMO today who weren't able to make it out, but to be able to see what it looks like to run a half marathon.
I love it. So how many marathons have you run, though, Mike, in your career, in your time?
I've done a couple. I've stopped counting over 20, and that's marathons. Ooh. This is a half marathon, but I've done over 20, and I can't count how many half marathons I've done. We're up there.
So tell me this, what does it take to prepare for something like this? I mean, you really have to condition your body. It's not just the running and the practice, but probably the food you're eating too. Tell us what that entails.
Well, you obviously need to run. But nowadays, I think it's very important that we add cross-training, and that could be in the form of rowing, biking, lifting weights, and yeah, you have to eat healthy. You can't just, eat junk food and expect yourself to perform well. So there's certainly a rhyme to the reason to get yourself across that finish line as fast as possible.
You know, what I thought was really interesting, too, you've got people from all over the world really taking part in this. It's 49 states, but 43 countries, and many of them running for a cause.
Yes.
There are charities involved. Tell us about that, too.
Well, there are many charities. I don't know all of them. I'm running the Chicago Marathon for a charity, the Reeve Foundation, but everybody's got something that kind of resonates with them, and that's what I love. If you go to these races, you can look at their websites, find charities out there, and really support those causes. So to do something not just for yourself, but for a higher cause.
And you know, I've got to ask you this, having run more than 20 marathons, as you say, what is the feeling you have in your heart when you actually accomplish that, you finish, especially if you're doing it for a really great cause?
Well, I'm going to do a little hype speech on the main stage in about 10 minutes. And one of the things I say is, this is a celebration of the sacrifice that we have done. So we spend time waking up in the morning, we spend time maybe not going out and being social with friends at night to get up early and to log some miles. So whenever we do this, we are sacrificing a lot. And so I think that means a lot when people are out there, their legs are hurting and they're coming into the finish line, and that kind of hits their heart just right.
Mike, thank you so much for joining us. And all the best today. I'm going to be looking for your post.
Absolutely. Thank you.
You're welcome. Many of us, by the way, have reservations about bringing up the holiday season this early, but you know what? You're going to really want to act fast, because we're going to tell you where you should be getting reservations at a long-standing Chicago tradition. Families have enjoyed it for generations. It's the Macy's in the Loop. Stay with us.
The Monster Mash.
The Monster Mash.
It was a graveyard smash.
He did the mash.
It caught on in a flash.
He did the mash.
He did the Monster Mash.
Good morning. Live look, just a beautiful shot there. You've got a little of the lakefront skyline, a little everything there in the distance. Listening to Monster Mash by Bobby Boris Pickett. Now, if you're torn between setting up your Halloween decorations or waiting a few more days, just wait until we throw Christmas into the planning mix for you. Halloween events are starting to get underway, but you don't want to miss your chance to visit the Walnut Room this holiday season. Reservations now open for holiday offerings at the Walnut Room inside Macy's. You can go to OpenTable, the website, or the app right now, but we're going to warn you, the reservations are already limited. The holiday season at the State Street Icon starts on November 2nd with the great tree lighting and goes all the way through January 12th. It's not all Christmas yet. Jack-o'-lantern World is now open in Lake Zurich. This takes place through October 27th. I think this is fascinating as I'm looking at that. These are all hand-carved pumpkins that are on display, and those are just a few of the incredible designs. This is an outdoor event, and it includes about a half a mile of walking. You do need to buy a ticket online just ahead of time. That is gorgeous, Mary Kay.
Our jack-o'-lanterns never looked like that when we would carve them.
Image of Beyonce, all the celebrities
Right?
carved in there. We need to get some of you.
Oh, right. That's the last thing you need.
A beautiful one.
It's hard to believe, though, we're stepping into October, Suzanne, because temperatures are going to be so mild this week. Today, maybe a brief sprinkle of rain, but I think it's more of a cloudy start and then hoping for a little hint of late day sun before it goes down. And temperatures will be cooler lakeside, so we're going low 70s lakeside, low 80s well inland. A warm week ahead, but with our northeasterly winds, we have dangerous waves until tomorrow morning. Waves up to 10 feet at times. Ooh, look at this. Don't miss this, Suzanne. The sun is rising across the NIU campus. A beautiful start to the day. Sunrise officially happening right now. But we do have cloud cover that's kind of hanging around, so we will be mostly cloudy on the front half of the day and then break up that cloud cover heading into this evening. But I did notice on the satellite review that our far northwest suburbs do have a little bit of visibility there with some clearing. 68 degrees is where we stand. Temperatures didn't even drop off overnight. So we have this circulation of the remnants of Helene and the cloud shield from it. That's the reason our weekend was so cloudy and we had the light rain yesterday, and the reason we could see a little instability, sprinkle of rain come our way today. But otherwise, we're going to have that system depart, so the clouds will be moving out. But here's what I'm talking about. Notice what's happening here from Ottawa, DeKalb, McHenry. Already that cloud bank, the thick one anyway, has moved over the city and over the lake. So hopefully as we go through hour by hour, we'll start to push the clouds away from Chicago. Futurecast shows that too. It shows how we get some holes in the overcast. This is 5 o'clock today, where you may break up that cloud cover from time to time. And on Monday as well, we'll be just having passing clouds with some sunny intervals around, but a warmer day on Monday. So 73 today, maybe a little bit of drizzle this morning, but otherwise a dry one. Breezy though. Tonight, 63 with partly cloudy skies. And here we go as we welcome October this week. It is not going to feel like it, because what'll happen is Monday we're going to warm up to 77. I think the suburbs will see 80. A front comes through Monday and Tuesday at night to cool us down there for the middle of the week, but no rain associated with it. And Thursday, Suzanne, we're going back up near 80 all over again.
All right, Mary Kay, thanks. Now we're going to head